Welcome to Celebrity Catwalk. I'm your host, Stephanie Matera, and I am so excited about my next guest. Kevin Kiley is here talking about his debut single that you're going to be able to get on Spotify, and yes, you heard it first at Celebrity Catwalk. We also have his producer here, Sean, and he's going to tell us more about their creative process and how they made this first song come together. So welcome to the show, Kevin.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Oh, I'm so excited you're here. So tell me about the first song that you're releasing. What's the title and what was the inspiration behind it?
So the first song that I'm releasing is What I Ever Saw in You, and it's what we're going to sing for you guys today. I wrote it because I found myself in a bad breakup, a bad situation, and I didn't really find myself like in that moment. And then this song is about empowerment, so I was empowered when I wrote about what I ever saw in you, and like one of the lyrics I say is, "No more chains to my feet, I finally moved on," and it's just about being inspired, and you don't need that kind of energy or negativity in your life. You can come up from it and learn from everything. So.
And I think that's a human experience that we've all had. Can be men, women, anyone, right?
Exactly.
We've all experienced that. Sean, tell us what it's like to work with Kevin, and how do you both kind of collaborate when he comes to you with this idea?
Of course, it's really cool to work with Kevin. He comes to me with a lot of just lyrics and melodies, and every song we approach completely differently. First, we kind of try to find like the best tempo and key that's going to fit the vibe and bring the vibe of his lyrics and melodies to the audience best. So some songs we turn into piano ballads, some songs we've turned into like 50s doo-wop-y kind of
Yeah.
The song that we're going to perform today, or he's going to perform today, is kind of like a Latin pop dance vibe. So he's an artist that has just a huge range, can do kind of anything I can throw at him. So it's
Incredible.
Great time.
And I think when you have like a dance melody, right, Latin pop, it's like all of that mixed together. That is empowerment, that energy. I can't wait for everyone to hear it. I get to hear a preview already. So I know this is your first song, and tell us the date that it's going to be released on.
February 21st.
Great, and it's on Spotify. That'll be where it's going to be.
iTunes, all of the streaming platforms.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay, fabulous.
Yeah.
And then how do you plan of like rolling out the rest of your album, over the next like 6 months, a year?
So I'm basically going to be doing a couple singles at a time. So I'm not going to just do one and then like release the whole album, because I'm big into storytelling and like having a journey, and I kind of want to do that with the release of the music.
That makes a lot of sense to me. That's incredible. But do you have the songs written yet, or?
I have a good majority of them written.
Wow. Oh, that's exciting.
We have over an album's worth of songs pre-produced. And we're working on a plan that rolls them out, because we feel like we have so many songs that are so good that as an artist that nobody might know of yet, we don't want to roll out an album right away and have somebody listen to 1-2 songs and then kind of brush it off or be hungry for the next thing. We feel like if we release single after single after single, every single one, none of them is going to go unnoticed.
Right, and that will keep the momentum going.
Exactly.
Awesome. Social presence, what's your plan for, your social presence and maybe website, and like how do you envision your brand coming to life?
So I've been doing a lot of social media. I just launched like my artist Facebook page. Which
Great,
is kinda cool.
congratulations.
It got a good feedback so far, but once you release things, like people start to get attracted, and they like, if they like what you do or what you're writing, it's pretty cool. So I've been big into the social media. I want to have a website like when I start doing performances for the album and stuff like that.
Great.
Yeah, so all that's in the works, but for now it's just the social media pages.
Right, and so it's Facebook, is it Kevin Kiley?
Yeah, just
Kevin Kiley. Yep. Great, so that's easy for everyone too. And in terms of, live performances, I had the pleasure of seeing you perform live in Stratford, Connecticut, and you were incredible, which is how I knew you already, but that's how you really came on my radar to come on the show, and I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you.
So when do you see yourself performing again? What kind of venues do you see yourself in?
Hopefully I want to do some more performances by spring or summer. I should start having more stuff released.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I was just telling him on the way here, I'm very excited to start making fans. Like I was lucky to have some, because I'm a fellow Ariana Grande fan, and we connect from when I've done things with her, and I have a little bit of a following through that, and I just love connecting with people, and that's why I started writing music, because I feel like when I was little, I had music inspirations all the time, and that's how I related, and that's how I learned and felt good, and I want to be that for someone else. So.
That's incredible. So you mentioned Ariana Grande, and I know you've met some other celebrities that you really love, but
Yes.
Ariana Grande really is, I think you're her super fan. That's she's really your favorite artist, I would
Yes,
say, right?
absolutely.
So what is it about her? I mean, she's extremely talented. I just saw her perform at the Grammys on television, and she just wows me every time. But there's more to just that, to the artist, right?
There's more to the artist. Every time I met her, she's welcomed me with open arms. She's been so genuine and so sweet, and she's encouraging. Like, one of the last times I met her, I was actually in a car accident the day before, and she was like, "What are you doing here?" And I was like telling her, I was okay, luckily. But I was telling her a little bit about my music and my thought process, and she told me, she was like, "Don't ever stop going after your dreams, because there'll be a lot of people that try to stand in your way."
Right.
But it's important to, if you want something, you got to fight for it. And it's true, and that always stuck with me.
Exactly. And can I just share one cute story where you accidentally kissed her? Can you tell everyone that?
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. So I was at
Favorite Ari story.
I was at her perfume launch in Macy's in Herald Square, and she does the famous kiss on the cheek pose with her fan. So we were talking, and she was like, "Do you want to do that?" And I was like, "Sure." So, we were just standing there, the camera was there, and he was counting down 3, 2, and she wasn't doing anything. So I was like, oh, maybe she thought that I should kiss her on the cheek. So we literally turned at the same time. And it was the funniest thing. She was on the floor laughing. Like, the whole other meet and greet line was probably just like, what's going on? Because we were in there for like 10 minutes, and she was so sweet. We took a bunch of pictures. She was like, do you like it? Like, it was really, it was really funny.
You didn't even have to pay extra for it.
I didn't even have to pay extra for it. I thought it was going to be taken out.
It's a lot of guys that are going to be jealous of you.
I thought I was going to be taken out by the SWAT team, because I had joked about it. I was like, oh yeah, we're going to kiss, we're going to do the famous pose, and then it got all, but it was so
You didn't
funny.
mean it to go that far.
No.
So are there other artists that have been an inspiration to you besides Ariana Grande?
Yeah, Meghan Trainor has also been a really big inspiration to me. I actually had the pleasure of meeting her too, and Meghan Trainor and Selena Gomez, I would say. I shared my journey with Meghan Trainor, and she actually told me, she said, I didn't even plan to release All About That Bass, and that was her hit song. And she said, and I did, and she said, look at what it got me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really think that's incredible, because a lot of people see these mega stars, these successful people, they don't understand there was a trajectory, there was a moment when it was just a dream, probably a very far off dream for them. And then for them to be so vulnerable with a fan, right? Because I think there's a little bit of like, oh, don't show anybody under your armor, right? But that vulnerability, it really connects people.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you're releasing a song that really talks about vulnerability, right? And what you went through, but how you can be an inspiration to other people.
And it's hard. It's hard to get up here and tell your stories through music, because you never know, but it's empowering and it's inspiring. And
there's always somebody who needs to hear a message, and you don't know the time they turn on their radio or something, and you're that message that they needed to hear.
Exactly.
On that note, let's let you take it away. Kevin, Kiley, what's the name of your hit single again?
What I Ever Saw in You.
And I'm putting that out in the universe. It's going to be a hit.
Thank you.
When you think you have it all, nothing's gonna make you fall. You almost start to feel like you cannot fly. All your dreams are coming true, finally getting what you're supposed to. And then you realize, whoa, it was all just a lie. Nothing that you thought you ever had was really there. Whoa, guess this is goodbye. Don't know what I ever saw in you. Starting now with it's not you, it's me, where have I heard that before? It's time to face reality, since I've been blind for too long. Whoa, it was all just a lie. Nothing that you thought you ever had was really there. Whoa, guess this is goodbye. I don't know what I ever saw in you. Time went on, I was walking by the spot we said our goodbyes. For a minute I cried. And then a moment passed, I realized I don't know what I ever saw in you. Whoa, whoa, I finally moved on. No more chains to my feet, no more bringing me down. Whoa, whoa, I'm ready to fly. It's time to get what I want. I don't know what I ever saw in you. What I ever saw in you. What I ever saw in you. I don't know what I ever saw in you. What I ever saw in you.
All right, we're good.
Sean, do you want to come back out? Okay, awesome. So all I have to say is, wow, that was incredible. Not only do you have a fabulous voice live, you had those great vocal tracks, the dancers, thank you so much. And we just wanted to talk a little bit about, you know, what got you into singing? Why do you sing? I know you want to inspire people, but it started at a young age for you, so for that young boy out there listening,
When I was 5, I started leaving Post-its on my parents' door saying that I wanted to do voice lessons, I wanted to do acting lessons, I wanted to go. Because it was the only place where, like when I related to music and performing, it was the only place where I felt like myself. And I felt like I could, you know, relate and be myself and when I wouldn't be judged, you know, and I could relate to music and relate to that. And I started singing because I realized I didn't always, you know, I worked really hard to have the power, you know, the tune and the voice that I have today. Like it took me a long time, but I'm very grateful for it, and I'm very grateful for all the opportunities that I've had, and I really hope that my music inspires people because, you know, I looked up to people.
That's incredible that you were able to put that out there to your parents and your parents embraced it. What about kids who their parents might say, you know, that's not what the plan I have for you or the vision I have for you. What would you tell them? How do you get around that?
So I got told that 1,000,001 times.
You did.
Trying to pursue what I'm doing. And one time I remember this moment stuck with me forever. I was standing in line to go see Sister Act on Broadway.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I was just getting into college, and the woman, I had no idea who she was in front of me, and she asked me, she goes, oh, are you in school? Like, are you going? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to Manhattanville, and I'm going to go for musical theater. And she was like, oh, why? She was like, that's a horrible job. She was like, nobody gets jobs in that. I said, okay. I said, well, what are you standing in line for right now? She was like, Sister Act. And I was like, Sister Act on Broadway, right? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, exactly.
She answered your own question.
Yeah, if there was no one that doesn't get these jobs, then you wouldn't be standing in line to see it, you know?
I know. But I mean, there are so many naysayers. It doesn't matter what career path you choose. People are going to try and put you down. I feel like actors, artists, creatives, they probably deal with it on a whole nother level than any other group of people. But what a great answer for her. And I'm sure you did it with your Kevin Kiley sweet smile and, you know, kill him with kindness, right?
Kill him with Kevin.
But, you know, that brings up an interesting point. So when I met you about a year ago, you were performing in like off-Broadway shows in Connecticut. So do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I did, it was Grease. It was Grease at Curtain Call. Actually, 2 of my fellow dancers back there performed in it with me.
Nice, amazing.
And then I did, and I did Guys and Dolls, and that's where I found the lovely Angelique.
Aww.
Yeah, so we did Grease. We just finished that, and it was about like a month and a half from, or maybe like a month.
And what was your role in that play?
I played Teen Angel and I played Johnny Casino. So I sang Born to Hand Jive, I sang Beauty School Dropout.
Wow.
It was really fun, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
that's a lot of fun.
That's a great role.
And I actually starting The Bodyguard on Monday.
What?
Yeah.
And what's your role in The Bodyguard?
I play the stalker, I play the bad guy, but it's okay.
I thought you were going to play, I always think of Kevin Costner, I thought.
Yeah, yes. It's okay, it'll be a really cool acting experience for me because I've never played the bad guy before.
Right, and that will stretch you and get to do a different role. And where is it going to be again?
Downtown Cabaret in Bridgeport.
Oh my gosh,
It's for
that's
Connecticut,
amazing.
yeah.
I definitely will come check that out. If people are interested in learning about the Bodyguard, where do they go?
Downtowncabaret.org, I
.org.
believe. Yeah, and
Okay,
it's
fabulous.
really cool. The director, her name is Marissa, and she played Tracy Turnblad on Broadway.
Really?
So it's going to be really cool to
Wow.
learn from her. I'm very excited for that.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So your love is musical theater, right? And singing.
Yeah.
You mentioned college, and I think that's great for people to hear that. There's probably a misnomer out there, maybe like if you study music or, you know, theater in college, like, what are you going to do, right?
Yeah.
So, but you're a success. And tell everyone, if you don't mind, telling them when you graduated, because it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, no, I graduated from Manhattanville in 2017.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you went
I'm
into
pretty much-
working,
yeah.
acting, and singing pretty quickly.
Yeah, and then I started, like, musical theater is always my first love, but I feel like when I started writing the album, I just feel like I have stories to tell, you know, and I just felt like I needed to be on that path. So.
Right. You love
Like,
Disney,
what
too.
The average
Yes.
person doesn't realize
Yes.
too is there's so many levels of the music industry. We're two guys standing in front of you that
Right.
99% of people have never heard of
Right.
doing music full time.
Right.
So
Right.
there's
Exactly.
the kid out there that wants to do it, just do it, and
Yeah.
you'll find your success.
Tell
whether,
us a little.
whether it be Justin Bieber level or, you know, just making a living.
Yeah.
Right,
You're doing it.
exactly. What about you breaking into producing and helping an artist? Like, what is that like, or how did you break into that?
I started off as an artist myself, actually. I'm in a
Okay.
band called Half-Hearted.
Oh, wow.
So, when I went full-time with music and performing,
Yeah.
I started to get a lot of the local
Mm-hmm.
older artists wanting to come and record with me because I do all of my own producing and writing. So I started writing for other artists, producing other artists, and opened up a studio. And
Yeah.
I've been able to now simultaneously do producing and songwriting and performing.
That's incredible. So I think people too, like we look at Taylor Swift, right? Like to me, she is like, so she's a triple threat. I mean, she can write her own music, perform her own music. So there's so many different ways to break into the industry. If you don't want to be in front of the camera or be on stage, there's other ways to utilize your talent, you know,
Absolutely.
and collaborate with other artists. Can you give us your last name too, Sean, so everyone knows about you as well?
Sean Dalke.
Dalke.
Yep, and the studio that we work at is called Studio 86. It's in Connecticut.
Nice. And do they work with all different types of genres and artists from different genres?
Yeah, so we started off just doing the Half-Hearted records by
Okay.
ourselves. It's kind of like a pop rock type project.
Okay.
And I work with a bunch of rappers. There's a really big rapper called Cosmic coming out of New England right now. that
Oh,
we're working
wow.
with. And then pop singers like Kevin and metal bands and rock bands and, you know, everything in
The
between.
whole gamut. It's amazing.
Yep.
So what do you want everyone to know for 2020? I mean, you're starting 2020 off on a good note. So what do you want everyone to know about Kevin Kiley for 2020?
I want everyone to know that, I mean, I've talked about this a lot, but this is like what I'm really big on is, like I said, if there's anybody out there doubting what they want to do or, you know, whatever, definitely just do it and be inspired. And, you know, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to hear a lot of no's because I've heard a lot of no's. And I will still hear a lot of no's, but it doesn't mean that you're
Right.
not good enough. And I'm so excited to share this album. I worked really hard on a lot of the songs. He's worked really hard. I would not have been here today with the song that you guys heard without all the help from him. So
That's great.
thank you. Thank you to my lovely dancers. I appreciate you guys so much. They're awesome. They learned that in less than a week.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
they learned that in less
incredible.
than a week, and my friend Kelly over here, she choreographed the whole thing. So thank you so much.
That's amazing. And again, it's all about surrounding yourself, right, with positive people that believe in you, believe in your vision,
Yes.
and being true to yourself, right? Because a lot of times you hear no because you don't fit a type or what they're looking for. But every time you deviate from that, you're just becoming basically a carbon copy of something that's already out there
Right.
instead of being yourself, which is ultimately what's going to make you stand out, right?
Exactly.
Meghan Trainor, I love what she
Yeah.
told you. I think
Yeah.
that's incredible.
Yeah, I love her.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Please go check out Kevin Kiley and his debut single,
What I Ever Saw in You.
and it'll be on Spotify, iTunes,
Yep, February 21st.
February 21st. Thank you, Sean Dalke, for being here as well.
course.
And for Celebrity Catwalk, I'm Stephanie. Have a great night,
Thank
and we'll talk to
you.
you soon.